I see our communications are not as secure as they once were.
Yeah, our apologies. Couldn't help but listen in.
Yeah, it's how we
It is
actually
fine.
managed to find you people.
It is fine, do not worry. Communications are meant to be open for people to find us. We are armed well enough to handle any bandits that may think otherwise.
So you're having a food shortage? Are you gonna be alright?
Well, it is difficult to say the least. This is a brand new mission that we have taken, so we need to find food and set up what they need here in this building.
Ruben's kind of he's kind of like thinking. He doesn't vocalize anything out loud, but he wishes he could point them towards the gas station if there weren't a bunch of military-grade droids guarding it.
You guys wouldn't happen to know something about the military outpost near the docks, do you?
Yes. They keep the larger Azure beasts at bay, but as what I've heard, it's mostly automated defenses.
I see,
But that's
so that's
about
why
what
you
I've
can't
heard.
ask them for help.
Yes. I do not think you will find, well, any military base in working order, so to speak.
I feel like we should warn you that our particular escort is a little more compliant among military droids, but he has logged the location here, and I can't promise that the automated protectors won't scout you guys out and, well, whatever they do, I don't know.
We're trying to plan around that, but yeah.
I see. Well, maybe it's best we move away from this place then. But for now, we have little choice but to stay. Either way, as he opens the doors in front of him, you can see rather a little bustling area. There's some merchants here and there. There are people just enjoying their day. There are guards up on the platforms. He's like, enjoy yourselves. You have a long road ahead of you.
It's nice to see that you can get some semblance of normalcy even in a place like this at a time that we're in.
It is hard. Yes, it is hard nowadays. Almost impossible.
Ruben's kind of like looking at him. Is there anything that I might be able to help you guys with? Are you short on hands? I'd be happy to lend my assistance if I can help in any way.
I feel like that would be a good idea. Come, the rest of you may enjoy yourselves as long as you wish here.
I'm gonna lean over to Ruben and say, figure out what kind of surgery he would do. And doesn't that sound weird? I mean, how did the people here get injured to such an extent? Nothing ain't right here. This guy's giving me the creeps.
Ruben just kind of nods silently before following him. I apologize. He kind of like looking at him was like, I don't know if we've been properly. My name is Ruben.
Ruben, it's good to meet you. I am Doctor. I know.
Doctor?
It is a funny name, but I have taken it under my wing. It makes me seem more friendly. I understand my appearance is not exactly the most reassuring.
Times are tough. I can definitely understand. It must be very difficult holding this place together.
Many places we go to always involve such things. For instance, the worst offender after people have lost everything is Azure addiction.
Ruben just kind of like nods knowingly.
Either way, if you would help me out, there are a few injured parties here.
Absolutely. I think it's the least I can do for you guys to give us some safe passage.
He gives a nod and leaves you to your own devices within the ward he's brought you to.
Yeah, Ruben just kind of using his medical kit and everything, he gets to work.
So, you can basically roll medicine to see how well you do in treating people. Right. Let's have a see. You do rather well in treating people around. Some of them seem to have seem a little bit mutated, but otherwise they're not as bad as, well, you, for instance. And some of them have cuts, bruises, a little sick. Some have food deficiency. Quite a few do, in fact.
What I'll do, because I think I remember I didn't really drink any of the orange juice or anything like that, but I'll, if I see anybody who seems to be doing bad nutritionally, I'll, like, portion some of that out to them as a treat. And, you know, a little bit of vitamin C couldn't hurt.
The kids seem especially excited for this, since it's like something they've never tried before, actual fruit stuff.
So the missionaries, like, am I kind of among, like, a lot of other doctors that are of this place, or does this guy seem like the only medical professional here, or like the medical
There's a
staff?
few people helping, yes, there are a few, don't worry. Like, they're just wandering about, helping out you and them. They don't seem to be really the surgery kind of people, but they do know how to take care.
Yeah, I guess kind of part of what Ruben's, you know, a part of his small talk is he's also going to ask about, like, where'd you get it's like, where did you study medicine, or where'd you practice medicine? And he's just, like, basically making conversation with the people working there while he's assisting them with their stuff.
Yeah, they start telling you, oh, they learned, like, in the ways they had to learn from, like, books and stuff. Mind you, it's like they seem to be very excited about Dr. Orr, for instance. He's like, yeah, he used to work at Grace. He was apparently a really good doctor, but he lost his medical license for some reason.
I'm familiar with Grace, Ruben says. They're not very kind sort. I used to work with them until I decided to break my own ties and go on my own.
Yeah, Doctor says that they often held him back. That sound like the most friendly of people.
They're supposed to be in the business of helping people, but business is business, so yeah, I can understand. They're a business first and about helping people second, and that's pretty much how all of these guys work.
He's gonna give a nod. It's like, yeah, that's how Doctor tells it as well. Still, he helps people. That's all that matters to me.
Absolutely. Ruben's kind of interested because it just sounds like a similar story for what he's been through in a lot of ways. And as Ruben kind of goes, he's basically gonna hand out some of his business cards and goes, if I ever find myself in the area, and you know, I tend to travel the wastes a lot, like, try reaching out. If I'm available, I'd be happy to lend a hand if I can.
Really? We would like this. Thank you. You seem generally pleased that there's another person who wants to help them.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically his whole shtick. This is probably what he'd be doing even if it wasn't for these missionaries already doing it. So, I guess it'd say his morals seem to line up with these guys, as at least as his experiences go so far. And yeah, just he'll do his idle work.
Fair enough. What about you two, Logan?
I don't trust selfless people, so I'm gonna stay near the hangar where we parked, basically around the vehicle. And since
Would you roll perception?
Sec.
Sorry, I'll have to be right back again. My bladder's not doing me any favors.
There we go.
Nice. What were you saying just before I interrupted you, sorry?
Basically stay around where the car is, in that general area. And since I have rations inside the car, I'm gonna get some food ready for Integra and for Eddie if they're getting hungry.
Okay. Integra does wait for it. It's like basically you're like cooking out on a small like grill or something like you have with you.
Actually, since I'm always ready and carry everything inside my car, yeah, I actually have that kind of stuff. Give me a sec. Check out exactly what. I have a wilderness survival kit, so basically I can make a small camp area around there if I want to. Plus I do have a guitar for atmosphere, I have a water purifier with me, and yeah, a lot of food rations.
Alright. As you like as you're setting this all up, you got your little fire and you're cooking some like a bit of meat on top of a grill and stuff. You can see Integra just staring at hungry, just as hungry as Bubba is. Like you can see their expression's almost identical. Eddie is just sitting back on top of the hood of your car, just reading. And as you are, you hear the jingling of keys, and you see this man staring at you from across the garage.
Can I help you, old timer?
Well, I was just noticing a few things, is all. He's gonna, like, basically open up his coat a bit, the jingling of keys clear, but under his coat and past all the other ornaments he has, you can see the mark of a hunter.
Oh, long way from home, ain't ya?
The best loot's a long way from home, partner.
Ain't that the truth?
He's gonna basically gesture to make sure it's okay if I come closer, like...
I'm just gonna give him a nod.
He's gonna come closer towards you. He's like... I didn't expect to see any others out here, that's for sure.
Well, said it yourself. The best kind of stuff's way out there, so...
That's true, that's true. Normally, we hunt alone.
Oh,
I was surprised by seeing your entourage.
well, let's just say the prey's a little big this time.
I understand what you mean. I'm after one of the biggest preys of them all.
Oh yeah?
He's gonna give a nod. Yeah. He's gonna lean down towards you. You know general trust between hunters when they stake their claims. It's like, it's very bad form to like go after each
Yeah.
other, so normally people share.
Yeah.
He goes down towards you, he goes, I'm after. He looks around. A blue blood.
Wait, for real?
He nods and like pushes up his glasses a little.
Not in this outpost, is he?
Shakes his head. Apparently, they've been sighted around here before.
How is he surviving in this wasteland on his own? Is he hiding from something?
I would suspect so. People only caught glimpses, but they say that this person lifts objects with their mind.
And that's fucked up.
Could be just a mutant, for all I know, since people's never got a good look at them, but if it's a blue blood, then set me up for life.
Fair enough. Well, that does sound like a hassle. You sure you're gonna be okay on your own?
Don't worry. I should be fine. Unless you want to come out hunting with me for a bit.
Uh, Usually I'm not into hunting humanoids, but maybe. Hey, tell you what, you've been here for a while, right?
A little bit. A couple days.
What do you make of these people? They on the level?
Downtrodden. Lost everything. I don't think they have the strength to take anything from anyone else. The missionaries, well, bunch of saints and scrappers, but at the end of the day, just a bunch of fools thinking they can save the world.
Ugh, no wonder I got a bad feeling from them. They're idiots.
Naive, I would say. They think everything can be fixed. They don't think of anything past helping people.
Like I said, idiots.
True that, true that.
You wanna join us for dinner, old timer? It's not much, but
I could probably go for a slice or two. He's gonna basically take off his coat, and you can hear the jingling of more keys as he puts it down.
by the
On
way,
the
are
ground.
those car keys?
Ah, these? Well, since I got in the city, you find an awful lot of them. I think I know where some of them go, so I keep them around.
I mean, as far as hobbies go, I guess that's at least on the safe side. I got a friend that is into old-timey weapons, goes into all sorts of places just to pick up hunks of metal.
Well, I can handle the jingling of the keys now and again. And of course remove it when I'm on the hunt.
I was gonna say, that's probably making it pretty hard to, stay inconspicuous.
He gives a nod. But don't worry, I'm no fool that would just leave it on.
Anyway, I'm gonna focus on preparing the food, since I'm assuming that Bubba and Integra are getting impatient.
Yes, they are. They look very hungry.
And since we've got the old timer around, I'm gonna take out the little note with the coordinates. Here's something I managed to find on my way here. Seems to be coordinates for inside the city. Might be something like a dead drop. No idea what's inside though. You know your way around the city?
I've been here for a bit. I could probably tell you which building it is, at least.
I'm gonna hand him over the coordinates.
He looks at it for a moment and goes, I see. You see the two towers when you came on in, right?
Yep.
One's connected by a bridge. That's the building you're going to. 15th floor on the right side tower.
Because the building didn't exactly fill me with confidence. It looked
You're
like
gonna have to
it's
get
about
past the
to fall
water,
apart.
of course. That's true. You're gonna have to get past the water, of course, but these buildings, they're built to stand.
Hope so. Oh, it's a good thing I've got plenty of people to give me a hand with this thing. I have no idea what to expect from this, so...
Gives a nod. I wish you luck on your hunting, boy. If you wish... Well, I suspect you're gonna be here for a little bit. Once the eye of the storm passes over us, well, that's probably when we should go out and see if we can find this legendary blue blood.
Sure thing, old man.
Don't you think-
I'll give you a hand.
He gives a nod. By the way, he did see something weird. Apparently he thinks the storm's gonna come right over you.
Oh, you did say something strange. From what I heard, the storm ain't supposed to hit us, is it?
Ah, I can tell you're still new at the hunting game. Well, once you've been out in the waste as long as I have, you start to learn the weather patterns. Don't go believing the electronics of the cities.
Think
Once you
this
have a
place,
view.
think this place is gonna be okay?
He's gonna look around for a moment and go, Maybe a little bit of damage, but as naive as the missionaries are, they do build a good outpost.
Let's hope so.
Still, I think they're making. Gotta have some hope sometimes, after all.
So, should I knock off one ration for every person eating?
Yeah.
So that's gonna
Unless you.
be...
What are you doing? Are you having a full meal, or are you just having a nice little snack?
Nah, full meal. It's been a long day.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, each person then. I expect you're cooking something up for Ruben and Caleb as well when they get back.
Yep. I'm gonna have a portion ready for them as well.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's,
Yeah, one ration each.
Ruben, Caleb, me, Integra, the old man, and Eddie. I'm assuming that Bubba's gonna have, he doesn't count as a full meal, I hope.
No. You can eat some scraps from you guys once.
So
He's totally
that's 6
fine.
rations, right?
Yep.
Okay. Gonna have to store up on more. Jeez. Wait, a ration pack counts for 1 portion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one ration pack is 1 day's worth of food.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna burn through a lot of these actually. Jeez, I'm gonna have to stock up next time we're in town. So yeah, everybody's covered on food for the day.
As he's eating, the old timer does turn towards you and goes, "By the way, I see you have ration packs, but you do know how to hunt, right?"
Yeah, more or less. Sadly, my partner's not in its best condition, but I manage. And he points to his rifle that's actually in the car. But yeah, it's kind of old.
He pats his own old rifle. It's like marks of a trade, but what I mean is, you do know how to eat beast, right?
Well, some of the tribes did offer to teach me, but frankly, I don't want to chance it.
That's understandable. If you mess up once, fail to get every single bit of blood out of them, fail to cook it all out, could end up worse.
But yeah, mainly I try to stay away from that stuff.
That's understandable. Still, if you have no other choice, you should learn a bit.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess. We've got time until the storm passes anyway, if you've got some tips to share.
He gives a nod and he's gonna start sharing tidbits and the like of hunting. Next time you do anything with that involves cutting up an azure beast, you can add 1 blue.
Nice.
This little talent is called what is it called again? I called it something actually. Where is it?
Should I write it down?
Yes. Let's see.
I'm sure Ruben would find that information interesting too.
Old timers, tricks of the trade.
I'm gonna write it down as a passive ability then.
Field rations.
Old timer. Tricks. So basically when I'm dealing with the Azure Beast corpse, I can add a blue dice.
Yes. Right, Caleb, what are you currently doing?
Well, in the same idea of Ruben, but sticking to my specialties, I would just be wandering around, seeing if anybody needs help fixing anything up.
Fair enough, one moment. I'll just... this guy back in there. As you're going through the area, you do hear something of yelling off to the side.
Like distressed yelling, or just like shouting and like an argument yelling?
Like shouting, but more how you say preaching. I'll
wander over. It seems curious.
You hear, The storm is coming, friends. The storm comes for us all. His wrath is clear. We have done him wrong in this world. He tried once to wipe us from this world, and we did not listen. And people just seem to be ignoring him.
So what would you suggest we do then if this is our great sin that we have survived?
We must lay down our arms, brother. We must make sure we go silently into this night.
And what waits for us if we do that?
Perhaps our Lord will forgive us.
I can't imagine you're going to have a lot of takers on that one.
That is true, but I feel it is my mission to inform at least some of you. When I go into the great light myself, I will be welcomed with open arms.
Why haven't you yet?
Because I feel it is my duty to inform the uneducated masses.
Yeah, well, I'll leave you to it.
You be careful, friend. There be mutants around in this colony. Those of tricksy and technology that wish to deceive you of a great path.
And how would they be doing that?
They wish to sell you items of unknown origin. Do not take them up, my brother.
You mind enlightening me a little bit so I know what to avoid?
It is for mutants, my brother. Do not go near any of them. They are all untrustworthy.
All right, I'll bear that in mind.
See that you do, my brother. Go, be with the light, and may your end come swiftly but painlessly.
And to you as well.
And he continues, like, he actually gets down and starts reading what appears to be a book. Like, he's clearly like, no one's listening to me, so I shall rest my voice.
Caleb, why are you
And with
talking crazy
that
people?
enlightening conversation, I'll actually go ahead and try to find some mutants that are selling things that have something to do with the storm, I guess.
Immediately, like, okay, sure. I wonder where any of these mutants are. You can see some rather strange figures just off in the corner. Seems like they have their own little group going on.
I'll approach cautiously.
Right. As you come up, you see this figure, bound in many robes and leather, across its back tools of a trade, and on its face a mask. Seems like all of its kind here are masked in some way.
Had a stranger?
Hello, my friend.
What brings you to these parts?
I sell the greatest of toys.
Yeah, I've heard word from our preacher friend over there that you lot were doing a sales pitch and piqued my curiosity.
Yes, we saw the people of this waste hungry and lonely, so we offer them knowledge and toys.
Well, I'm always a little interested in either of those things, if you wouldn't mind hitting me with your spiel.